As you can see, I'm not even using my StreamYard. I need to start being one of those people who does not just take one day off, but 2 days off when I go on a trip. I mean, when it comes to the weekdays that I take off after the trip. I've just gotten in like taking Monday off, but Monday was a traveling day, so and there was travel delays. So I was in the airport from all the way at about noon until I think I got home at about 8 o'clock p.m. The flight landed about 7, and then there was just so much rain and traffic in New York by the time I got home that it was a long day. So today I have felt like I'm behind all day. So as you can see, that's why this live did not get you guys an advanced warning, a thumbnail, a hashtag, or anything like that. I just hopped on, ready to go. No intro, no nothing. All good, because you'll find this eventually. So I was just looking at all the different things going on Twitter. I didn't have time to actually sit with the feeds today and spend a lot of time watching them. I will have to catch up on that when I get home. But what I have been seeing today, interestingly enough, yesterday it looked like everything was mapped out clearly. Okay, we get rid of Cameron today, no debate. And then, not today, but this week, Thursday, we get rid of Cameron, no debate on Thursday. And then after we get rid of Cameron, we put Sari and Jared on the block. And then there was a debate over whether it was more important to get out Sari or Jared. And it seemed like they were a little split on that. Some were like, Sari is one of the most dangerous players in the game, so we have to get rid of her because she's Sari. And others were like, Sari is not winning comps, so therefore if she doesn't have her people and she can't win comps, Jared is the more dangerous person that needs to go on a more immediate basis. Now all of a sudden I saw a clip that people were sending around of Mimi having this conversation with Felicia, and they were both saying, you know what, Americory is dangerous. I know I'm an armchair quarterback with that, but I've been saying that Americory is dangerous. I'm like, you're basically trying to get rid of one pair that's doing this to get rid of another pair that's doing the same thing as the first pair. So I'm sitting there like, okay, you keep America and Corey in the game together. 2 guaranteed votes that are working together. You got somebody who is extremely smart in this game, and then you've got his partner America, who is also smart, not Corey level smart, but she's also smart, but she's the one who's the gatherer of the information. It's almost like the Sari and Izzy pairing in a way. And I've been telling all y'all, this season is a season of duos. Everything about this season is duos. There's no real groups. They keep acting like, oh, we got the 7, we got the 6, we got the 5, we got the this, we got the 4, blah, blah, blah. No, it's 2. And now the 2s are becoming very pronounced. Jared and Sari are obviously a 2 by default. We have Comerica, obviously. Blue is kind of somewhat in a 2 with Jag and somewhat in a 2 with Jared. I think that... Oh, shoot, the camera flipped. My fault. I think that for her, she's kind of basing where she ultimately lands on who's in the house at the end. I think she's trying to keep her options as open as possible. Mimi and Felicia made a 2. Matt and Jag made a 2. The only person that I can think of that is not in any kind of a 2 is Bowie. I think Bowie's the only person who's not in any kind of a two. But yeah, I think it's interesting that Cam is making his pitch. And we know how influential Cam can be. I think Cam's ultimate goal is to have everybody kind of alone like him. Oh, I lost my boy Blue. He was my number one. Yada, yada. So he's like, if I can isolate everybody else and have them all in the same type of position as me, in his words that he uses, then we can play ball. Then we can play ball. I think that Corey is the most dangerous person. Well, I'll take that back. I think Cam is kind of the most dangerous person in the game, but I think Corey is a close second. I think both of them are more dangerous than Jared. Corey is. I'm seeing something smart that Corey is doing, which is that Corey is the main person that Jared has his target set on, and he's trying to make everybody else feel that Jared has to be the one to go, because Jared's hit list does not involve a large group of people. There's only a few of them that he really strongly doesn't like and is going for. One of the people he likes the least is America, but he's not immediately gunning for America right now. Cam is giving people points about America's threat level, and especially he's playing up how dangerous they are as a duo. Okay. The vote might flip. I don't know yet, but they are having talks about it. They are definitely having talks about it. There's no guarantee, but it was not even in discussion yesterday, and today they are having discussions about it. Even Blue is part of those discussions. Even though I consider Blue a super free agent, because she's a free agent who's not a free agent. Because if you ask Jared, Blue is my +1. If you ask Jag, Blue is my number 2 right after Matt. So she's not a free agent in the sense of she doesn't have any allegiances to anybody, but she's a free agent in the sense of she's giving pieces of information to them. She's giving pieces of information to America and Corey. She's giving pieces of information to Jag and Matt, pieces of information to Jared, pieces of information to Sari. She's kind of positioning herself somewhat in a middle-ish territory, but giving enough that you can say, I've been with you this whole time. It's like last week, Blue just woke up and started playing the game, because before that, I'm like, is Blue even playing this game, or is she just trying to get her TikTok following up? I feel like she would have been okay with going in the first few weeks. But now she's like, well, man, I've been here almost 50 days. So it would suck to just go home now. I'm trying to win the bag. Checking in on what's going on with the house. The house is contemplating taking America out, because now we know that Corey is off the block. So Corey is not an option. So they're complicating taking away Corey's right hand, which is America. And Corey might be none the wiser, or he might know very well. I don't know. Corey is a guy who analyzes every aspect of everything, so I kind of feel like it wouldn't take him that long to figure it out, that they are thinking about sending his girl home. Shout out to the 18 people in the chat and the 5 who liked this, and for the other 13 who are about to like this soon. Thank you. Please hit the like button. That's what I'm saying. America gave all. Oh, yes, that's it. Yo, Betty. America overshot her load. Excuse the expression, but what I mean by that is that America had a lot of information to use against the other side to get them in hot water, to get people to trust her, blah, blah, blah. And she used it all at once. She's like, good, they're listening to me. So everything that I know, I'm going to throw it all on the table, and it's going to make it more likely that they're going to get rid of Jared and Sari. But then it's like, now that information is not as powerful anymore because you let it all go. You don't have anything else. You already told them all the stuff, all the conversations about the 7, about the plan was really to send Jag home, about this, about that, about the people laughing at Bowie, about this thing, about that thing. Now it's on the table, so the information is not as powerful, and that's what these people in this house, current house, do not realize. You hold things and you release them strategically when you need them. You already had enough. You had more than enough for people not to trust Sari and Jared. And you kept going. You kept going and you kept going. Now they're like, should I trust you? Even Jag is questioning her. Should I trust America? Matt's questioning her. Felicia's questioning her. Mimi's always been questioning her, so that's nothing new. You had the advantage, and now you're doing too much and losing it. Not a bad plan by Blue, to be honest. Wow, cool. They do this every week. Pretty much everybody is thinking about it except for Corey D. Pretty much the whole house has had talks about this with the exception of Corey. Cam obviously is on the campaign. Mimi and Felicia had to talk about it. Jared was talking about it with Blue. Sari was talking about it with Jared. Bowie talks with whoever. Bowie's willing to go in whatever direction. I don't think that Jag was talking about it for this week, but they just need a majority anyway, so they don't need Jag, and they don't need Corey, and they don't need Matt, actually. But I think it's possible that they could get Matt. I think it's possible for them to get Matt. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I'm going to have a longer talk about this later. When I have a chance to actually go back and rewind the feeds and watch them in more depth, I'll be able to give you guys more depth. But what I'm giving you now is just based on the clips that I saw on Twitter earlier today. Mama Fee said she feels it in her spirit that they should shift. They're talking about making the flip. Blue's talking about potentially doing the flip. Jared's talking about the flip. Wednesday has the potential to be an interesting day. The way today started, I thought that it was mostly going to be about this whole Felicia and Sari beef that they were trying to concoct, Corey and America. And it seemed like that was the case earlier in the day, but it seems like later in the day, the eyes kind of turned more towards Comerica. And they're like, let's take out Adam's rib. If we can't get to Adam, we're going to get to Eve. That's what's about to happen. And no, it's not a prediction by me to say that anything can happen in the house. They could stick with what they were originally going to do and get Cam out at the end of the day. But the fact that they're even talking about it means it's possible. And they did just flip the vote on Izzy. So this is possible. But all right, y'all, I'm at my destination. But we have a lot to talk about tonight. So I will be back. like Batman. Talk to y'all soon.